Hey YouTube, how you doing? Kevin here. Well, today's the day we're going to weld up the exhaust. My brother's going to do the welding for me because, well, he's a professional welder and I'm not. So what we're using is this nice little cool little Hobart 120. Pretty cool. These are some of the tools I've used. Got some angle iron right there. I used that angle iron in the back over here on the exhaust to give it support. And then I used two clamps to clamp it down so it can stay straight. And what do you call it there, so he can do the welding and without the pipe being moving. So that's one way of doing it, with the angle iron in the back on a round pipe. Then after that, I was going to use this bracket, as I told you guys in my last video. This is the piece I cut off the factory exhaust. We're not going to use that. We're just going to use a nice piece of straight steel and fabricate it up from there to hold up the new expansion chamber. So, there's going to be some spots in the video where there's not really much going on because we're trying to figure it all out as we go. This is a custom piece, not a kit. So we're making this up as we go. So we're going to tack weld it in a few spots. Then I'm going to remove the pipe and he's going to finish welding it all up. Alright.
A little more than a tack, but that's good. Go ahead, you
Perfect.
pull it off.
All right. Get that ripped off.
Might be getting a little warm.
Yeah. The exhaust gasket, I left that on there so we can mock it up properly. Okay. It is hot out here. Alright, so now we're at the part where we remove the exhaust and he's going to do a finish weld. He's going to get it all braced up so he can do the weld all the way around it and complete the circular part. While he's doing that, I'm going to remove the remnants of that bracket that I cut off the other exhaust, because we're not going to use that. It was a good idea, but the exhaust, the chamber is going to be fitted like into that cavity right there, so it fits in there nice and snug. And I know what you're all thinking. Yes, I need to wash this bike.
You want to wash these three while you're at it? crap down the pipe.
On what?
A little crap on the pipe.
Oh, yeah. Right.
As soon as that clears off,
So you still need this right here?
yeah, I'm gonna put that on the back. I'm just gonna grind that down. You want to weld it up so it doesn't leak out of the seam. And then what we'll do is, let's go this way.
Yep.
Like this.
Yeah, like that, yeah.
So we'll just weld that in the back side here after I grind that back down.
Perfect. All right. Cool beans. Okay, so the next step after what he did was he welded all the way around the seam on that, right straight around, and then we're going to weld on this little piece right here, just a regular flat stock, and this is going to give us some extra support in the back, just from vibration and stuff like that. Just a little half-inch thick, not thick, but wide, 1/8-inch thick piece of flat stock, and it's going to be welded. Let's see if I can get you guys expanded here a little bit. Try and keep you guys away from the weld, but it's going to be welded on the back side there, and then he'll give it extra support there. I'll take you guys off and show you guys. Okay, is that if I show them the bikes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Take you into the garage and show you off the bikes. What he's got. He's a Harley guy. Okay, what year is the black bike? 1989?
That's an 89. This is a 86, and that's a 98.
1986.
Cool, that's cool.
Yep, these are the 1340s. That's crazy, huh?
They're dirty, but I ride them.
That's the purpose, right? And this is his Springer. A couple of nice, beautiful bikes. Showing them off.
It's the pretty one.
Yep, this is the pretty one.
Not that the rest of them are ugly, they're just
That's
pretty
the
in a
fun
different
one.
way.
That's the fun one right there, and that's the winter one.
United Airlines will let passengers start bidding to give up over.
So what he's doing right now, he's going over at the grinder. He's going to grind on the welds, clean them all up, make them look nice and pretty, as best he can.
Pretty enough for my bike.
And you guys are on the video, so you guys can see it, but we're using welding masks, and we always use the proper stuff. Make sure you're always safe whenever you're welding or cutting or grinding. Always use a welding mask, safety glasses, not for welding, but safety glasses when you're grinding and cutting.
Luckily that piece is going with the one ugly weld on that pipe is.
Of course, last night, after I got done cutting, I got a down mosquito in the eye.
Yeah, that's about right.
I was like, oh my god, flew right in my eyeball. Now my eye's all irritated. Put it right back into the holder there. Now expand it back up so you guys can see what's going on. If I can.
Just give me a couple of minutes here.
Yep. This expansion chamber is going to do a lot for this bike, as far as keeping the unburnt fuel from the exhaust back into the engine, adding performance, adding torque. There's a lot of things that are going into this bike. And if you do decide to build one of these expansion chambers, you will have to rejet. I'm actually going one step further and changing the whole carburation system over to a KX80, KX100 carb. And that's going to change the whole dynamics of this little motor right here.
Take it loud.
Now what he's doing now is he's grinding down a flat spot to put that That bracket there, that little piece of steel I showed you.
Actually, I'm just covering up a real ugly weld.
Oh, there you go.
Would you put that piece in
There you go,
there?
right here. You gonna use the hose gun to hold it?
No, I got clamps for that
Okay.
somewhere.
Oh, there you go.
Just because the whole pipe's hot.
Clamping that piece in its place so he can weld it.
Starts moving around. Actually, I have a tool for this at my other shop.
Yeah, I was gonna hold it together with a pair of vice grips, and I came up with my little angle iron idea, and I says,
That'll be good.
"Oh, that's gonna be perfect." Yeah. Right on the back side there.
If the pipe goes into the other pipe, that's very unnecessary. However, it doesn't. With the vibration of something like this, you want to have a little extra precaution.
Right.
It should be fine either way. However, I prefer overkill.
And for the weight of it, it's not gonna make any difference.
I'm going to plug my welder back in. Which would be another good idea for my adapter.
Oh yeah.
That's the problem when you weld with shorts on. It's the price I pay. I knew I was doing too good with that. Need to be welded that much? No. I just like the way this smells when it burns my skin.
The flesh burning.
Yeah, I think we're good. Not that pretty, but you won't see it from where it's going.
Yep. Perfect.
And there's certainly more than enough penetration.
Show you right here what we're doing is we've got the all the welded all the way around. There's the bracket right there on the back. That's going to be a brace to hold it, support it, because it's a butt joint and ain't going anywhere.
Nope.
And once that thing gets all cleaned up, that thing's going to look beautiful.
Oh. You can put that on, then we'll
Yep.
get your expansion tube on.
Okay. All right.
You have to turn down the welder for your expansion tube though, because I was looking at it. Looks like it's a little thinner.
Yeah, it's definitely thinner.
Alright, well, that's fine. You let this cool. Don't hit it with water.
What's that?
I said just don't hit it with water.
Yeah, I know, right?
Going down a step on that. Take 5.
5 minute break.
I can actually, if you want, I can put that on the. But we still got to get that other piece bolted on and figured out. So
Yeah.
why don't you go ahead and bolt that on the way it is?
This piece right here?
Yep.
I didn't know how short to cut it, and cutting it many.
Bolt it right on long.
Yep. Bolt it
Cut
on
it up.
long. I put a couple of bends in it to move it out. Or one bend. One bend happened accidentally. I dropped it and stepped on it. But watch your eyes when you're walking by it.
Now what you could do if you really want to pretty that weld up, you can grind that thing down,
Yep.
bring it flush with the pipe, polish it up a little bit, and then just either have it. You could have it chromed. You could do whatever you want to it. I just paint it black with some engine paint, some
Engine,
grill paint.
yep. Gold paint. All right. So what I did here was I bolted on the bracket, because this is the bracket right here that we're going to be cutting down. By the way, just so you guys all know, this is my junk fuel tank. It's my practice for brazing. So I put that on there to mock up where the expansion type pipe is going to go, so it doesn't get too close to the tank and doesn't get too close to the seat. There is no fuel, and that fuel tank has been flushed out completely. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. This bracket right here I put on here. It's on there, but it's snug so we can maneuver it, because when we go to weld it and check out where it's going to go, this is tapered. So you might have to move it at the angle to mate it up properly to figure out where you're going to cut it.
Yeah, you don't need the gasket back in there. I don't think that's going to affect it a whole lot. This is still pretty hot, so I'm going to set it on my gloves.
Okay.
I'm going to get the nuts set on the studs.
So let me change over the socket.
This pipe really is hot.
I got it.
Let me help the viewers.
Okay. The bottom end. I'll put it back in the spot. Okay, I can take it from there. Yep. Come down a little bit. A little more. Keep going.
The bike should absorb some of the heat of that thing, so it's good.
Without the gasket, it might move a little bit.
Good. Solid enough for what you gotta do.
All right, now I'll figure out where it's going to sit.
We'll deal with the cleanup process afterwards. Say, what'd you do?
Yeah, this bracket over here is right directly in the way.
Hmm?
Are you gonna weld up? Are you gonna weld this onto it at the last, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of put everything where I want it, so we can bend everything into place a little bit. Like slide that off, I'm gonna take a wrench. I'm gonna put a slight twist to that, so we can get more meat on it.
Okay. And really, it's a matter of manhandling it right to where you want it.
Just a little bit of fine tuning should be alright. Slight twist. Nothing too crazy. Who's here?
I think it's too far forward this way.
What I want to do right now is get this at the same angle as this part of the.
I see what you're saying. So you're gonna figure out. Right now you're figuring out where it's gonna go.
Where it's gonna.
Is
Where
yeah.
the bracket's gonna go. So
Okay.
we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take that back off. I'm going to slide that, remember that bracket back into the motor a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to get another wrench. I'll show you why.
Now he's using the flat spots on the wrench to maneuver the metal to what do you call it there? Bend it into shape.
We have the angle of the expansion tube, but now we have to get the pipe back, the bracket back a little bit.
Gotcha.
So what we're going to do is just very simply this.
Put your hand on that other pipe you just welded.
It's all right. I like to get burnt.
Pain. Love it.
We do this. That gives us what we need. Might have to bend that back a little bit more, but it's all trial and error.
Yep.
You'll get it. How more further in do you want to go?
Okay. It's got to go.
That's gonna be right
Yeah, it's way too far. See the this pipe right here, the output pipe.
Yep.
It's going to come really close to this pipe right here.
Okay. Let's take. Let me mark this so we can cut off what we don't need.
Okay. It's only one need to go a little bit. Yep.
So we're going to just go right under that. I think that'll be good. And we can actually push that in, and that will allow us to bend that.
Gotcha.
So let's
Take that back off.
see where that. Let me mark it.
Yeah.
See right where that line right there is?
Yeah.
That's where we're going to cut that thing.
Okay. Perfect.
That's where you're gonna cut that thing. What do you got for cutting tool now?
I brought my die grinder, my snap-on cutter.
For the sake of not firing up my really loud air compressor,
Oh, there we go.
we use my really loud chop saw.
That's all right. So that line right. Oh, I see the line. It's already there.
Yep.
Okay.
I can mark it a little better for this. Not sure what happened there. I can't get my chain off this thing.
Now we're going to use the chop saw to cut this down the length.
At least I'm doing this welding job on a real hot day.
All right.
I don't know what happened.
I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to do it today. It was so hot.
It's nicer for some reason.
You want to hold that down, or?
No, I'm just trying to figure out what the heck the deal is here, because usually this pops right off there.
Oh, you know what? I see the problem. Your vise is out too far. Put your vise in.
Oh, okay. I can't see that low.
Nope, I'm at the right angle for it. Now try it. See you yourself enough clearance.
A little more.
A little more, yep.
There we go. That's perfect.
Okay, cool.
Welcome to another episode of Monkeys. But we'll keep that quiet because this is YouTube.
Yep.
And as always, safety third.
Yep.
Safety third. So I'm just gonna pull it back a little bit. I may need to start using this or renting it out to the
Shop.
spiders.
There you go.
Safety glasses, because nothing hurts more than metal in the eye.
Yeah. That is a not so fun thing to have.
Not that you get a whole lot of it with a chop saw, but
Yeah, never know.
you never know. Remember, chop saws are not grinding wheels.
Well, they do work good.
So don't do that at home.
I did that when I cleaned up the edges with my handheld one there.
There you go.
Alright, cool beans.
And use my gloves, put that on.
Perfect. Thank you.
Then you can bend it any which way you want.
Actually, you have a hammer? I'm going to tap that in a little bit more. It's too far out.
Do I have a hammer? I think
Well, a hammer I can borrow.
Provide you with one.
So here's the vise. That vise, this vise right here is all bolted down.
Sure. As far as we need, I got one right here that works probably better.
Actually, this is gonna be perfect.
Watch the black light.
Yep. Alright.
Got sweaty nipples. I just want to say that on camera.
No judgment, Clay.
Look in there.
That, my friend, is beautiful. See how that right there looks like that? I got plenty of distance between my seat. And how am I doing on the air filter or something? Just a little bit there. Hold on.
I want to take that seat off. I might be able to tack it right in place.
This, yeah, I can take the seat off. Okay, I want to go over this, guys, with you when you're doing these. Right now, I'm fitting this up there. I want to tell you guys a couple of things you need to keep in mind, okay, when you're doing these exhaust systems. First off, you need to have an air gap between your air filter and your exhaust, because the idea is to have a cold air charge, not a hot air charge, into your engine. And the other thing you want to keep an eye on is your clearance between your seat and your tank to your expansion chamber. We're building this exhaust basically from scratch. We're using some factory pieces, a lot of aftermarket stuff, and we're doing this in a way that's kind of well, they just don't make an exhaust for this bike. So I'm gonna put the guys down like this. So I'm gonna show you where I'm at with this. We cut the bracket down right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to tack weld that into place. I have it loose. It's not snug. It's not loose, but it's not tight either. When this goes on there, here's the tricky part. Here's the part that I was telling you guys that's very important. You need to make sure you have enough space for your pipe to come through here. You also need to have enough air gap in back of here, on back of your for your air filter. You don't want it up against it. It can be close, and you also want to make sure that you have an air gap for your seat, because this thing is going to be hot. There's going to be a shield over it, but not right now. So, Clay, if you want me to hold that, you could tack it. I'll put it into place. You want to tack it on this pipe right here?
Sure.
Okay. So let me get the.
Might want to move that out.
Yeah, move this out of the way. I'll put it in place.
You put it where you want it. Let me get this grounded up.
Okay. Do I need gloves to hold that?
No, because it shouldn't get hot down the end, but what I'll do is give you a pair of pliers or something, you can just kind of hold it up in the end.
Alright, perfect, that'll work. Alright, I'm going to get my helmet. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to tack the exhaust onto the expansion chamber onto the pipe where it's going to go.
I'll give you a little bit of, you stand to the back as far as you can.
Yep.
Let me get the welder in place first.
Okay.
Or you can just stand right
Oh,
there.
no. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Turn that down, it should be okay. Should be okay enough.
Alright.
I'm going to plug the welder in again because I only have one outlet over here.
Yep.
Which I'm going to remedy. While your next welding video, I will you should have two welders there.
Nice.
I have one, I just don't want to unplug my TV. I don't know if you want to move this over here or you want me to block it.
Yeah, I'll move it out of the way. Well, actually, you know what we'll do with it? We'll just go down with it like this. Will that be out of your way right there?
Yeah. you're in, you own it. So.
Yep, absolutely. So I'm just double checking right now, make sure I have enough room.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'm moving it.
All set?
Nope. I get one more on the back side. Can't see where I'm welding over here, so. That sounds like it won't fall off. I wouldn't wiggle it too much, but that should be good there. Now,
But that looks absolutely awesome.
so now what you want to do is take the seat off. We'll line the bracket up.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw one more outlet on, one more little tack
Yeah,
underneath
okay,
this.
yep.
Just because that expansion tube's pretty thin.
Yep.
I'm still not sure I have that heat where I want it. Yeah, that's good. Perfect.
All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the seat so that we can get the that bracket tack welded into place. Perfect. Toss that all over. Let me get my keys to the bike. Good thing I brought those with me. I had that feeling I was going to have to remove it.
Well, I don't want to burn your seat.
No, I appreciate that. It's a good seat. Good bike.
Redneck Customs.
Redneck Custom, there we go. Keep those out. Those.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sound that good, didn't I?
I'm also going to remove the battery.
That's one way to charge it up quick.
Yeah, I know, right? All right.
Now, let me just see where you're at. There.
You can actually probably get up here, Clay, and get up. I mean, there's my oil tank right there, but you
I
can
can
see.
get it right here.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I should be able to get that right there. Whoa, careful, Keller. You alright?
And caught on something. Oh, the angle at the bottom. Look what am I stuck on?
You can be able to get to the bolt, take that bracket off.
Yep. I got plenty of clearance all the way around.
Awesome.
That actually looks really, really good.
Try not to blow through it. But the nice thing about a welder is if I do, I can fix it.
Yeah. Well, if you I mean, you can see it like nicely that way. You can see it the other way too.
Yeah, I got a pretty good grasp on it now. Clean this. I know I'm going to tack all this on too for now, but ugly, ugly, ugly. It won't be when I'm done, but it's ugly right now.
So how it starts off, Clay.
I'm trying not to burn your little oil tank. So,
Appreciate that.
now I'm going to try to get just one little tack on that
Yep.
up here. And I'll take it down and weld it all up.
Yep.
Big loops are good. Should be good enough.
Yep.
Cool.
Nice. And I'll start unbolting it. All right, so now we're gonna unbolt the what do you call it? The expansion chamber and pipe.
Remember, don't wiggle it too much. It's not on there by much.
Yep.
By the time you have that off, I'll run around back real quick.
Yep.
Some jackhole put a trailer right in my way.
Okay.
And you could also have that pipe built by a custom exhaust shop for a lot of money.
Yep. I don't know how you want it.
Anyway it fits. I'm going to be moving it around as I go. This isn't my actual welding bench. I'm going to touch up a couple of the other welds. You can
It's
dress-
on there very lightly.
Yeah, you can dress that
Yep.
any way you want when you're done.
Sounds like a plan.
Let me grab the ground. Oh.
The nice thing about doing it this way right here is by removing the seat, I saw that my seat opened up perfectly with the exhaust in place, so I had beautiful clearance with that. I also was able to take this expansion chamber back off the bike, as opposed to sometimes if you weld something up and you can't take the thing apart. At least this time it comes apart. And I'm using the factory mounting holes. So
cool for that. I gotta get away from the smoke.
Actually, if you want to take a quick second, I'm going to end this video and then start another part 2. Well, this is the first part of the video, guys. I'm running out of time on this one right here, so I'm going to come right back with the part 2. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, by all means, please send them my way. And we'll be starting a new video relatively soon.